It's time for episode 75 of Royally Quacked. Welcome back, hockey fans. How are you doing today, Cody?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Dad?
I am doing as well as can be expected for an old guy. So, looking forward to today's podcast. So it's been a crazy 2 weeks. And I
Yep.
know maybe some people are popping in because they want to know who won the all-time Kings versus Ducks Stanley Cup games.
Well,
Well,
I named it as the all-time freeway face-off series.
I like that even better.
Yeah.
The all-time.
And I came up with that all on my own.
Yeah, well, excellent job, son. Excellent job. But you guys are going to have to wait a little bit because we haven't had news in a while. So we got some news we're going to start off with. And Cody, why don't you go ahead and start off with the Ducks news?
Yep. So per Anaheim Ducks head coach Joel Quenneville, it's gonna take some getting used to saying that, but I like the ring to it. He said there's a real chance, but he said it in air quotes, that Seneke makes the team out of camp. And I think it would be
So is it Seneke?
Seneca.
Oh,
Did I say
okay.
Seneke?
You did. I just
Oh.
thought of maybe we've been saying it wrong the whole
Nope,
time.
sorry. Beckett Seneca. I don't know why I said Seneke. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for his development with this and everything, I think it'd probably be better if him staying up with the Ducks, because that stupid, rule they have where you have to be out of over age to not play, to be in the AHL but not. I'm trying to how I want to say this, because if anything, he should be in the AHL this year, because if he goes back to juniors, he's just going to dominate, and it's probably not going to be better for his development.
Well, it's funny is
And it's like the same thing with you guys in Green Tree.
well, I don't think if Green Tree for anything would be a 9-gamer and he's going to go back, I think. But he
Yeah,
can play in
saying,
the but he can play in the can he play in the AHL this year?
nope,
No.
him and Seneca are on the same boat. See, and the thing is that rule doesn't change till next year, where an AHL team can have one 19-year-old player on the roster. And honestly, it's like the perfect role for Seneca and the Green Tree.
Well, the latest edition of Locked On Ducks with Kyle Carr, they had a great episode, and they did talk about Beckett Seneca quite a bit, and they were kind of, do we want to rush him? If is he physically ready to play in the NHL? And that was the debate kind of caught. I can't remember who he had as a guest.
I think it was the NHL Locked On
Prospects.
NHL Prospects guy.
Yeah, and the thing is they don't want him to. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze here in a second.
Watermelon. Oh, it didn't work. Are you done now?
I certainly hope so, because that was awful.
Right,
well,
anyway, because I was waiting. You never know when you're stopping.
They talked about maybe having him at least up for the 9 games to see how it goes first.
Yeah.
That it's a possibility, but they got to see, is he able to keep up with the speed and the physicality of the NHL, or does he need another year? And it might be better, just depending on what happens in training camp and maybe those 9 games, to make a decision on him. And that's a possibility. The same thing for Green Tree, because it's not just that they don't have either one of those boys don't have anything to prove in the OHL anymore. They don't. But you don't want to bring them up where they get an injury and now they're sidelined and they lose time. because it's better off to go down and dominate than to get injured playing up. So I think, each team is going to have to really be selective on that. And then again, maybe they're ready.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a whole lot of talk of Green Tree making the team because it seems like they almost all except for the center position on the fourth line. I think they've got the Kings have their line set up for the season unless injuries happen.
Well,
From I understand.
it's a lot easier for Seneca. I think he has a better chance of making it just because of where the Ducks are at in their timeline with everything.
True. That's probably very true. But then again, you don't want to
Rush a player.
rush them up and then possibly ruin some confidence they've already built. So, I hope each team makes the right decisions for these guys because they're great kids.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I mean, forever, I'm going to remember Beckett Seneca when the third pick got named out. I mean, just his response is, it's something that, it may happen again, but I've never seen anything quite like it ever in a draft before. So I hope they do the right thing by him. So, but
Agreed.
let's move on with the Ducks news, Cody.
Yeah. So the Ducks made 2 signings. One, and I'm gonna just tell you this now. It's 2 of the signings that needed to happen, but there's still one more. There's the higher one that we need to get done still. But the Ducks have re-signed a college prospect, 23-year-old Tim Washy, to a 2-year, $812,500 cap hit deal. It's a 2-way contract. He'll make in year 1. Sorry, I'm trying to read it right. 177 and a half in the AHL, and then 175 in the next one. And year 2, it would be $850K for the 1-way.
Yeah.
I don't know why
he'll get 100. He'll get 175 if he's in the minors.
Yeah. And then Sam Colangelo also signed his 2-year contract extension worth $1.7 million, but that's between the 2 years, so he'll have a cap hit of $850,000, and that expires in 2026, 2027. And then Elite Prospects can confirm that Anaheim Ducks 2025 10th round pick, the Lightning McQueen's cousin, Roger McQueen, will officially commit to Providence College for the 2025-2026 season. Which honestly, I think this was probably the best for him place to go to. In my honest opinion, like I think going back to juniors would have been good for him. But someone that just had a bad a long-term injury last season, trying to get back into everything. He'll be going against
Excuse me.
Good there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. He'll be going against better competition. He'll have more time to recover, more time to work out and get bigger. I think this was probably the best way for him to better himself this season. So I'm kind of glad he went the college route. I was kind of nervous that the Ducks were going to give him the 9 games too as well. I would have liked it because it would have really been great seeing number 95 with McQueen on the back right away. But and that's probably going to be my next. If that happened, that'll probably have been my next jersey I would have bought with an actual player's name on it. But yeah, I think this is the best thing for his development is to go to college for a season, get bigger, get more rest, get more time in the gym, and play against better competition and see how he does there. So,
I agree. I totally agree. Especially after coming off a severe back injury.
Yeah. And then next up is we have the 2025-2026 theme nights for the Anaheim Ducks. They don't have all the giveaways yet. I believe those will be announced at another time. But opening night, it is going to be Tuesday, October 14th against the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then on Halloween, they'll have the Halloween ticket pack. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what comes with any of these. I'm just telling you what it says right here on the theme nights on the Anaheim Ducks website. And then they have the Celebración del Día. I cannot speak Spanish for the life of me. Dia de Muertos, and the giveaways to be announced. And that's going to be on Sunday, November 2nd. The Halloween pack is for the Friday 31st game, and that's against Detroit. First game that John Gibson will be back in Anaheim as a Detroit Red Wing. Then it's going to be Cal Poly Pomona ticket pack on Tuesday, November 4th against Florida. Military Appreciation Night will be Sunday, November 9th against the Winnipeg Jets. And then there's a random giveaway on Monday the 17th against Utah. Law Enforcement Appreciation ticket pack on Saturday, November 22nd against Vegas. Black Friday, where I think both teams should wear their home uniforms because it's going to be Friday, November 28th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon against the LA Kings. And then you got Healthcare Appreciation pack ticket pack for Friday, December 5th against Washington. Ducks Anime Night will be Friday, December 5th as well. Also, they're doing a 2 for that night against Washington. Random giveaway on Monday, December 22nd against Seattle. Y2K New Year's Eve plus giveaway to be announced on Wednesday 31st against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They got the Pride Party on Friday, January 2nd against Minnesota. Another random giveaway on January 19th against the Rangers. Fire and Rescue Appreciation on Sunday, February 1st at 6:30 p.m. against the Vegas Golden Knights. The Come Out and Play annual play night with the Offspring will be Tuesday, February 3rd against the Seattle Kraken. I was about to say Seattle Seahawks. Lunar New Year celebration will be Wednesday, February 25th against Edmonton. Educator Appreciation will be Friday, February 27th against Winnipeg. Another random giveaway on March 4th against the Islanders. Women in Sports Weekend will be Saturday and Sunday, March 7th and 8th against the St. Louis Blues. I think there's only one game between that. I think they're celebrating it both days. Then they got the Choco Day, March 22nd against Buffalo. Health and Wellness Night presented by UCI Health, Monday, March 30th against Toronto. Autism Awareness Night presented by Easter Seals. That'll be Saturday, April 4th against Calgary. Wild Wings Baseball Bonanza with the Angels giveaway to be announced will be Thursday, April 9th at 7 p.m. against the Sharks. And last but not least, because I'm tired of talking now, the Fan Appreciation Night giveaway to be announced on April 2nd against the Vancouver Canucks.
Well, that was a mouthful.
No kidding. And that is it for Ducks news that we've had the last couple weeks.
So Kings news. Kings have re-signed forward Alex Laferriere for 3 years and $4.1 million AAV. It's going to be exciting to see if Alex keeps growing in his because he's expected to be a middle six guy, but then again, I think the way he played last year, if he can have that same start and then continue it, he might become a top six guy. So we'll see what happens. Now
it's a well-deserved contract, though.
I do too. So I have not a problem paying him. He does everything. And he's one of the hardest working guys that the Kings have. So you got to love that. Let's go. We're going to talk about the Kings promotion nights. So it starts off opening night, Tuesday, October 7th versus the Colorado Avalanche. Every fan will receive a pom-pom. Now, every one of these promotion nights, if you have some kind of promotion package, will have add-ons to that. I did not give all that because not everybody's going to get it, but you could check that up on the LA Kings website and get more information on any of these nights. Then on Sunday, November 1st, Dia de Muertos, Cody. Dia de Muertos
I can't speak any
versus
languages.
the New Jersey Devils. And the first 10,000 fans will receive a famous LED candle. Then Thursday, Thursday, November 6th, Hockey for Heroes Night versus the Florida Panthers. Then we go to Saturday, December 6th versus Chicago. It's Lakers night. Lakers from the past, present will be in attendance. I can't remember who was there last year, but you could possibly get to see and meet some Lakers. Then on January 3rd, Saturday, January 3rd, it's Family Night Out with Peanuts versus the Calgary Flames. First 10,000 fans receive a Snoopy bobblehead. So don't forget to take your kids out to get a free bobblehead right after the new year starts. Then on the 14th, Wednesday the 14th, Dodger Night versus the Vegas Golden Knights. And then again, also they had Dodger players in attendance last year. It didn't say anything about any other kind of giveaways, but I'm sure they probably have something. Maybe that's not been all announced. Then on Tuesday, the 20th of January versus the New York Rangers, it's K-Town.
We should go to this game.
The most exciting ladies in hockey return for the national anthem. So I'm going to have to see if I can get off on that night.
I probably won't be able to get off that night.
I mean,
so
it's Tuesday,
I'm just saying
Tuesday.
I just thought it'd be funny just to go just to hear the harmonic queens.
Yeah, the harmonic queens. Yes. There you go.
That's not their real name. This is what we named them.
Then on it's Hello Kitty Night on Wednesday, February 4th versus the Seattle Kraken. The first 10,000 fans will receive a themed paper crown. Not sure I would be too much excited about that, but hey,
I already saw you buy the tickets. Calm down.
Then Country Night, Thursday, February 26th against the most hated ones, the Edmonton Oilers. The first 10,000 fans in attendance will receive a King's cowboy hat. Hee-haw!
See, that one would be kind of cool to go to.
Yeah, another night I might not be able to get off.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday night, April 1st. Ooh, maybe this is an April Fool's joke. It's Galaxy Night versus the St. Louis Blues. The defending MLS Cup champions come to Crypto.com Arena. Come out and enjoy the defending MSL Cup champions, which I do not think they have a chance to win it.
They're horrible this year.
They've had injuries, I know, that have not helped them.
Wow, so they are horrible. They're 3-7-15. 3 wins, 7 draws, 15 losses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we're going to move on from that. This is a hockey podcast. So on Thursday, April 9th, First Responders Nights. The Kings honor those who serve the community. Then on your mom's birthday, Saturday, April 11th, it's fan and season ticket member appreciation versus the most hated one, Edmonton Oilers again. And it's the last home game of the regular season.
They who shall not be named.
They should. Yeah, only one is McJesus. And
yeah.
It's going to be some time before somebody takes that mantle away from them.
Yep.
Then,
Well, this is the one we need to talk together about.
yeah, it's about the Golden State rookie face-off, featuring all three of the California franchises. It will be held on September 12th through the 14th. You want to take the next part, Cody? You want to take the games?
Yep. So the Kings, the Sharks, and the Ducks will all play against each other during those days. Let's see. The Kings. Actually, I think I have it right here. Oops. So the Sharks and Ducks will play Friday, September 12th at 6 p.m. Then you got the Kings versus Sharks on Saturday at 9:13 at 1 p.m. And then last but not least, on Sunday, 9:14 at 1 p.m., you got Kings versus Ducks. So there's only going to be three games this year. So each team will play 2 games. And Mom already says, no, I do not want to go to a Kings game for my birthday.
How about going to the Ducks and Kings game on the 14th?
On the 14th?
It's at 5 Point Arena in Irvine. So that's Sunday too.
Oh, I mean, I'm down to go to that.
Just a thought. We have to see what tickets are, and it may not be easy. Now this is a rookie face-off, so we possibly could see maybe Green Tree and Seneca playing in that game, but it might be some of the younger guys.
Let's see. Get tickets. I think it's only like $15 a ticket.
Really, we should go.
Yeah, I'm down to go.
And Mom's listening. She could say, "Yeah."
Mom said, "Yes."
Okay. So
let me make sure. Let me make sure me and my wife don't have anything planned that day first.
So on to league news extensions. The Winnipeg Jets have re-signed defenseman Dylan Sandberg to a 3-year, $5.75 million AAV contract extension, avoiding his arbitration hearing. I think it's always smart to avoid the arbitration hearing, because this is where you lose some of that family love between the players and the organization when they're saying how great they are and you're telling them how bad they are. I think that's a horrible way to go. I mean, sometimes it's necessary, but it does bring sometimes a sour taste in the mouth of the player. And sometimes I think that's where they may not want to re-sign with you. So
yeah, you only started because you didn't want to say this next player's name.
Absolutely correct. Is it Pospisil?
Yes, Pospisil. Flames have re-signed forward Martin Pospisil to a 3-year, $2.5 million AAV contract extension per Puckpedia, and that deal begins in 2026-2027.
So you had to eat your words because I actually said it correctly.
Yeah, but I knew why you went first. I saw that. I'm like, I see it. I see why.
The Maple Leafs and forward Nick Robertson, brother of Jason Robertson, who has not signed yet, right? Or no, he has 1 year left, but doesn't he? Yeah.
Jason has 1 more year at like $7.75 million this year.
And Dallas may be interested in trading him, but nothing has been really come out too concrete on that. But Nick Robertson, they settled at $1.825 million, according to Elliot Friedman.
Yeah. All right. And then next up, last extension we have is the Kraken have signed defenseman Riker Evans to a 2-year, $2.05 million AAV contract extension. And I believe this year, not one arbitration meeting happened. All signings were done before arbitration.
I think that's the smartest way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Agreed.
so now on to signings. The New York Islanders have signed defenseman Matthew Schaefer, the overall #1 pick in this last year's draft, to a 3-year entry-level contract. And people expect big things from him.
They do. It's still up in the air if he's going to play with the Islanders. Just because he's signed doesn't mean he's going to be playing with them this year, too.
I know. I
So
understand.
I know you and I understand, but just letting our listeners know, our 2 listeners know that, just because he's signed doesn't mean it's a for sure thing he's gonna be playing. He can still play with the Islanders. He could be their opening night, maybe get his 9 games in, and then he'll go back to the Erie Otters and play more there. Because remember, he was also one of those players that had a very long-term injury this last year. And then last signing we had is the Red Wings have signed defenseman Travis Hamonic to a 1-year contract worth $1 million AAV.
Now on to retirements.
Here, I'll do this one. You can do the next one because they both have to do with our own teams.
Okay.
Former NHL goalie Anton Khudobin has announced his retirement from professional hockey at the age of 39 and plans to work in hockey in management. He did play for the Ducks for, I want to say, 1 or 2 seasons, if I remember right. I'll look it up while you're doing that. The next one.
Kyle Clifford, ex-LA Kings, has retired at the age of 34.
Let's see. How do you spell it? I already forgot how to spell it.
Khudobin.
So he played. Oh, sorry. 1 year in Anaheim. 9 games played. 7 games started. He was 3-3-0. 16 goals against. Faced 175 shots. I feel like Dostal and Gibson last year were facing 175 every 2 or 3 games. Felt like sometimes. Yeah, 1 year. 1 year in Anaheim. He was in Boston for 4, Dallas for 4, Carolina for 2, Minnesota for 2, Anaheim for 1, and Chicago for 1. Not in that order, but just off of the term he was there. So, and then because I remember he was the goalie that took Dallas to the Stanley Cup final against and lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning during COVID. He was the goalie for the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yep. And then the last player we have here is Chad Rudeweedle is retiring from professional hockey at the age of 35.
So in other news, Matthew Tkachuk is your official NHL 26 cover athlete.
A player's not going to play any games in 2026, seems like. Until the playoffs happen.
No, I think he's going to be back maybe slightly before 26 starts.
Yeah, they were saying he plans to be back before, like, between Christmas and the start of the Olympics.
Yeah. So, but he'll play in 2026. He'll play a couple months before the playoffs.
I meant for the season. He won't be playing for a majority of it.
Yeah, he's having a major surgery, so.
Yeah. And congrats on getting married. Him and Sam Bennett both got married, I think 2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Sam Bennett and Tkachuk on getting married. The next news is the National Capital Commission and the Senators have signed an agreement of purchase of a sale for 11 acres of land at LeBrenton Flats for a potential new arena. Next step will be zoning, design, decontamination, and approvals per, I believe, Bob McKenzie.
Okay. The Tampa Bay Lightning have announced a new multi-year arena
That's
naming
right.
rights deal with Benchmark International, a global business solutions and mergers acquisition firm, to change the building name from
Emily.
Amalie Arena to Benchmark International Arena. So more money in the bank.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
And then last but not least is the Utah Mammoth general manager, Bill Armstrong, announced that their 2025 draft pick, Caleb Denoye, underwent successful wrist surgery and is expected to miss approximately 12 weeks.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep. And then you want to do the question for the end, or you want to do the...
Let's do the question at the end.
Okay. And then let's find that. All right. Now, for the all-time Freeway Faceoff series. How do you want to do this? You want to just do...
Why don't you do...
I'll do game 1, you do game 2, and then just go back and forth?
That's fine.
Okay. Game 1. So should we go over the teams again real quick for the listeners?
We could do that if you like.
All right, let me find my team again. So here's the team that Doug Stoland, Kyle Carr, Adam Broll, and I came up with for the all-time Ducks. For general manager, we had Brian Burke, head coach Ron Wilson. Line 1, we had Solani, Ruchin, and Korea. Line 2, Perry, Getzloff, and Bobby Ryan. Line 3, Chris Kunitz, Andy McDonald, and Andrew Cogliano. And line 4, the perfection line, is Moen, Paulson, and Rob Niedermeyer. And our defensive pairs were Scott Niedermeyer and Pronger. Pair 2 was Ruslan Saleh and Francois Beauchemin. And pair 3 is Wisniewski and Fowler. And our starting goalie was J.S. Shiger and backup Ryan Miller. I'm not going to go over the power play units and everything. And I agree, Adam, absolutely stellar team. 100% agreed. And then our jerseys, we picked the current home jersey. Boom. And then the original Mighty Ducks white jersey. And
yeah,
then you want to go...
I don't have my teams.
You don't have your team?
You want? I think it's in another room.
Hold on, I got it. Let me... Cody to the rescue.
I didn't know we were going to go over the teams again.
All right, for your team, line 1, Robitaille, Gretzky, and Dion. Line 2, Bernie Nichols, Kopitar, and Taylor. Line 3, Kempe, Butch Goring, and Dustin Brown. Line 4, Mike Murphy, Jeff Carter, and Charlie Simmer. Defensive pair 1, Blake and Doughty. Defensive 2 was Duchesne and McSorley. Defensive 3, Martinez and Larry Robinson. And your starting goalie was Jonathan Quick, and backup was Rogi Vachon. And your general manager was, again, Dean Lombardi, and then Daryl Sutter as the head coach.
Correct.
And your jersey was for the white one, it was the reverse retro with the crown. And then you did the original Forum blue with the crown as the home.
Correct.
Okay. I just want to make sure I got that right. So I put this in ChatGPT with the teams. I told it to make it a very competitive, dramatic. I'm like, add some power plays, add some penalty kill goals in there. And I said, give me a best of 7 series with these teams.
There we go.
It did not disappoint. In game 1, the Ducks strike first in a back and forth thriller. Anaheim's first line trio seizes control early, but Gretzky's late equalizer forces overtime In overtime, we have Scott Niedermayer playing through a deep knee bruise, joins the rush, and fires home the winner. So here are the goals. The Ducks win 4-3 in overtime in game one. Paul Correa scores first at the 7-12 mark of the first with a power play goal. And the assist was from Chris Pronger on that one. Next up, Luke Robitaille tied it up at the 12:45 mark of the second period. Dion and Blake had the assist on that one. Gretzky at the 18:03 mark. It's not giving me all the goals now that I look at it. I'm missing goals on here. I think it's just giving me some of the main goals, I guess. Wow, I'm trying to give me all the goals. That's a bummer. I just now realized that. I should have looked over it better. And then Scott Niedermayer had the OT winner at the 2:15 mark of overtime. Rob Niedermayer that does not make sense. Are you seeing this too?
I do see it, but that's okay.
So, like I said, ChatGPT is not don't trust it on everything. Let's put it that way.
Because Duchesne got an assist on the goal. Or
so maybe Duchesne gave it to Niedermayer, and then all right. So I say we just kind of okay.
That's making me laugh. Okay, go on, Cody. We'll go past that.
Yeah, and so those are the main things of the game. Jonathan Quick had 34 saves, including 2 highlight reel stops in the third. J.S. Shakir had 31 saves, utterly stoned by Gretzky's breakaway push. So the Ducks win 4-3 in overtime for game number 1. Wow, that was very disappointing right at the start.
So who was home?
I didn't even do that. I just said, give me a...
Okay. So here's game 2. Los Angeles responds with an offensive onslaught. Gretzky orchestrates 2 power play strikes, and Marcel Dion nets 1. Dustin Brown terrorizes the Ducks, PK, ripping a shorthanded dagger late in the second to seal it. The goals. First period, Wayne Gretzky on the power play from Luc Robitaille and Charlie Simmer. Marcel Dion also on the first power play at 10:12 from Rob Blake and Drew Doughty. And then Luc Robitaille at 8:05 in the second from Butch Goring and Adrian Kempe. Then Dustin Brown with a shorthander at the 15:47 mark of the second period from Robitaille and Goring. And then in the third, Wayne Gretzky at the 6:23 of the third. That's from Marcel Dion. Some other, Jonathan Quick with 28 saves, including a sprawling toe save on Bobby Ryan. And J.S. Shakir, 29 saves, but beaten clean on all 5 goals. So now the series is tied 1-1 going into game 3.
In game 3, Anaheim reclaims momentum with a gritty effort. Corey Perry's early strike and Teemu Selanne's snipe in the second frame set the tone. Andrew Cogliano delivers a shorthanded stunner in the third to hold off a Kings comeback. Here are the main goals of the game. Corey Perry at the 3:58 mark of the first. Teemu Selanne at the 11:27 mark of the second. And then Andrew Cogliano shorthanded goal at 7:10 of the third. You also had a Wayne Gretzky goal at the 14:05 mark of the third period. And then Luc Robitaille also had a goal at the 18:22 mark of the third. The Ducks win this one 3-2. Assist, you had Getzlaf and Pronger on the Perry goal. Correa and Fowler on the Selanne goal. Paulson and not that player for Cogliano's goal. And then Goring and Doughty for Gretzky's goal, and then Gretzky and Dion for Robitaille's goal. And then the goalies. Jonathan Quick had 32 saves, including 2 highlight reel pad stops on Selanne. And J.S. Shakir had 30 saves, a clutch goal save on Robitaille in the final minute. So the Ducks are now up 2-1 right now. And I agree. I was definitely on board with you picking Cogliano, Adam.
Yeah, I
I
got to
wasn't
tell you,
I wasn't gonna doubt on that one. I liked him.
I mean, obviously, for me, Solani's the all-time greatest Duck for me.
Yeah.
But I loved the way Cogliano played hockey.
And I'm glad he won a cup, even though it
I'm
wasn't
glad.
with the
I'm
Ducks.
glad you guys picked him because he could have been easily overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
So
Agreed.
let's go to Game 4, and Los Angeles defense clamps down and Quick stands tall. Jeff Carter finishes off a slick cycle in the second. Then Gretzky sparks a power play goal by Robitaille, and Quick shuts down the door after Chris Pronger's lone tally. So there was no scoring in the first, but we had Jeff Carter at the 9:43 mark of the second. Then Luc Robitaille on the power play at the 13:05 mark. Chris Pronger got the lone goal for the Ducks at 5:18 of the third, and then Wayne Gretzky at 17:52 of the third. Assists on Carter's goal were Doughty and Blake. On Robitaille's goal was Gretzky and Dion. For Pronger, it was Soleil and Beauchemin. And Soleil was another guy people kind of forgot about.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of him right away, but you guys did, and I thought that was a great pick by you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Gretzky's goal, it was Butch Goring and Adrian Kempe. Saves, Jonathan Quick, 30 saves, including a stop on Bobby Ryan's breakaway. J.S. Jaguar had 26 saves, outperformed by LA's goaltending wall. So we're 2-2 going into Game 5.
Yep. And then Game 5. And we're not purposely doing this, I swear to God. But Game 5, Anaheim's top six explodes once more. Perry and Solani trade goals with the Kings early on. In overtime, so we have an overtime again, Chris Kunitz, playing like a throwback speed demon, deflects Cam Fowler's point blast for the cup reminiscent winner. So the Ducks win this game 5, 4-3 in overtime. We have a Corey Perry goal at the 6:12 mark of the first, along with Luc Robitaille at the 10:55 mark of the first. And then Teemu Solani with the power play goal at the 3:22 mark of the second. Marcel Dion at the 14:30 mark of the second also had a goal, so we're 2-2. And then the overtime goal was Chris Kunitz at the 1:48 mark of overtime. Assist, we had Ryan Getzlaf and Fowler for the first Perry goal. Gretzky and Dion for Robitaille's first goal. Correa and Pronger for Solani's power play goal. Butch Goring and Doughty for Dion's goal. And then Cam Fowler and Chris Pronger for the overtime goal. And then the saves for the goalies. Quick had 33 saves, including a desperation pad stop in overtime's first minute. And J.S. Jaguar, 35 saves, stonewall through 3 Kings power plays. So now on to Game 6.
And the Ducks are up 3-2, and we have a bigger defensive game than we've had so far. Probably the best defensive game played by both teams, actually. Facing elimination, LA leans on its PK and Quick's best performance. Dustin Brown buries a shorthanded breakaway, and Marcel Dion adds an insurance goal. Jaguar makes 40 spectacular saves, but can't solve Brown's shorthanded dagger. Here are the goals. In the first period, Dustin Brown with a shorthander at the 8:05 mark. And then in the second, Marcel Dion at the 11:38 mark of the second. And Teemu Solani scores at 16:22 of the third. The assist on Brown's shorthanded goal were Robitaille and Gretzky. On Dion's goal were Butch Goring and Rob Blake. And on Solani's goal, Paul Correa and Ryan Getzlaf. Jonathan Quick makes 34 saves, including 4 stops from in front of traffic in front of the net. J.S. Shiger had 40 saves, brilliant, but outpaced late. On to game 7.
Game 7.
3-3.
3-3.
Expect anything less from a freeway face-off, Cody?
Nope. So I'm not even going to read the little monologue in the top. I'm going to just say the goals. So game 7, and we actually have all the goals right here. Hopefully they're actually properly right. So Teemu Selanne starts the scoring off in game 7 with a power play goal at the 5:28 mark of the first, assist from Correa and Fowler. Then Pronger also on the power play in the first period at the 14:40 mark, and Beauchamp and Soleil get the assist there. So it's 2-0 after 1 in game 7. Then we move on to the second period where Adrian Kempe at the 10:05 mark of the second. I believe that's assist for Butch Goring and Drew Doughty. Luc Robitaille at the 13:12 mark of the second, and that's Marcel Dion and Charlie Simmers. Yeah, they get the assist on that one. So it's 2-2 after 2. Then Wayne Gretzky gets the scoring started at the 7:34 mark of the third. I don't have the assist for that one. And then Bobby Ryan ties it up 18:55 of the third period. So it's 3-3 in regulation. So we go into overtime, and who else but the great one gets the OT winner at the 3:03 mark. Luc Robitaille and Dustin Brown get the assist. Jonathan Quick had 29 saves, including a sprawling save in Getzlaf in overtime. Jay Shiger, 37 saves, and sensational performance in defeat.
Okay.
So the Kings win it 4-3 in overtime in game 7. The final game epic ends with an LA coronation. Anaheim races to a 2-0 lead on power play by Selanne and Pronger, only for LA to storm back. Gretzky's fearless rush, an overtime winner, capping a legendary performance for the Kings.
Okay, so on to series MVP with 7 goals and 12 assists, including 2 in overtime. Heroes and with heroes and 2 power play strikes, the great one lifts the Kings above a relentless Duck squad and cements his place as series MVP.
I agree with Adam. Boo.
What? Boo. 3 stars of the series. Wayne Gretzky from the Kings, obviously. Jonathan Quick from the Kings, and Teemu Selanne for the Ducks. So hope you're not disappointed, fans, because 7 games. I mean, how many overtime games was that? Like 3 or 4?
1,
Wow.
2, 3.
So, I mean,
boo.
boo.
It's
Anyways.
rigged. Wait.
I don't see how.
I want to recount, even though I did everything.
So, Kevin, he didn't cheat.
I did not cheat.
Kings won.
I wasn't going to cheat.
So, anyways, hopefully you guys aren't disappointed with that result.
I agree. I was disappointed. As soon as I did it, I was like, all right, I think we have a chance. I saw him like off, and I was like, screw this. I wasn't even mad when I did the simulate. I was like, screw this.
You know what's gonna?
I will say our episode was a lot smoother going.
Okay, I won't disagree with that.
I think you guys may have had the better team, but ours was like, I think better, like not all around, but like each line we actually put players that would actually go really perfect with each other. and like the chemistry, I think, was perfect for everything that we did. A little bit more than you guys, in my opinion.
So you think we should have gone with Dion, Taylor, and Simmer, right?
You guys could have done that. That would have been probably a good like second line or first line.
And we could have even done Gretzky, Robitaille, and Nichols because they played together.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have. But, it was fun. It was fun to do it. It was different than I thought it would turn out, but I wasn't disappointed in the makeup of the teams. I thought we were very creative, and some guys I didn't think would even be on the team or were on the team.
Yeah.
And more representative of, I mean, I know a lot of people think Wayne Gretzky always will be remembered as an Oiler, but I mean, without Wayne Gretzky, would there even be a Anaheim Ducks team? Would there be a San Jose Sharks team?
Yeah.
So him coming to LA was very much key. And I was just listening. I want to say it was Locked On Kings or Locked On Ducks. It might have been Locked On Kings last night on my way home from work, and we were talking about why did the Kings allow the Ducks to even become a franchise? And I can tell you the exact reason why is Bruce McNall was so hurting for money. He got $25 million for like allowing them to come into his area, and he needed money. And that's probably the reason why, because he actually went to, God, who was the CEO of Disney?
Oh,
I mean, he was the big boss of Disneyland when your mom was working there at the end of her career there. And he even went to him and said, "Hey, you need to put in for a franchise here, and I'll allow you to do it." And he did it because he wanted the money. But then again, we wouldn't have had Anaheim and probably San Jose without Gretzky here, because that was another money move. Two money moves are the key things for the Ducks being there. One is Pocklington up in Edmonton needed Michael Eisner. That's his name. I couldn't remember his name for the life of me. Pocklington up in Edmonton needed money, and part of why he got rid of Gretzky is they got $15 million for McNall to bring Gretzky down. But, and the rest, that's history. And, I'm not upset about it. I mean, so we don't have a lone market, but I think we can definitely support both teams here in this area.
Well, if you think about it, we wouldn't have this podcast.
Well, you don't know what would have happened, right?
I mean,
you would have probably been a Kings fan.
Shh, don't you say that on this podcast. Don't you say that on this podcast. No.
And your mom was a Kings fan before the Ducks came alive.
No.
True.
You do not bring evil to this podcast by saying that. No. Bad juju. Bad juju on you. No.
Oh, thank you. That was
no.
That was totally worth it.
So those wondering, yes, I am looking for a new Kings co-host. I will have a thing up on Indeed by the end of the day.
Yeah.
No, Mark, don't you say that. I'm not even going to put your comment up here. No.
What was I want to know what the comment was.
You can't. I thought you can see it, can't you?
I didn't. I had my head turned. What did she say?
No, you can see it in the comments, can't you? On StreamYard?
No.
You can't? You can't see the comments? There should be a way for you to see the comments.
Well, do they disappear right away?
No, I mean I can control which ones go up.
I don't see anything that comes in.
What does
I,
it say? Does it say private chat or comments on your thing?
oh, do I need to go over to comments? Is what I
Go
need
to
to do?
comments, and then you can see who comments.
Oh, I like that. Oh. Unfortunately, that's true.
No. You said it. I said don't. No, bad.
Hey,
So
what?
I am looking for a new Kings co-host. I'll have it doesn't pay much. It's more like negative pay, if anything. But yeah, if you're interested, please let me know. Since someone said I would be a Kings fan. No, I
So
bleed eggplant and jade
we
and
we
orange now.
let's go to our Discord question from Kevin.
Yes, let's definitely do that.
Hey guys, great all time Kings and Ducks episodes the past couple of weeks. Great work from the guests as well. And again, a thank you for all the guests.
Yes.
You know, we had Eddie from Lockdown Kings, Kevin, not the same Kevin, different Kevin, from Full Spectrum Insurance. And then we had Kyle Carr, Adam Broll, and
Captain
Doug
of Chaos.
Strohan. What?
Adam Broll, Captain of Chaos.
Yeah, I like that. Captain of Chaos. It definitely fits you, Adam, anyways. So, not sure if anyone else follows it, but the English Premier League season started today, and thus Fantasy League kicked off as well. This got me to thinking about and looking forward to fantasy hockey as well. My question is, you guys, will you guys be running a fantasy league this year for viewers and listeners? I remember there was an episode just after the season ended where Gary got to take his final lap of honor for a successful fantasy hockey season and was hoping you guys would have a league to join for all the fans of the show. Thanks for everything you guys do and keep up the great work. And we thank you for those comments, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you
very much. Appreciate it. You want to take the lead on the fantasy hockey thing, Cody?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm definitely down to do another fantasy hockey league. When we get probably closer to, whatchamacallit, when we get closer to like training camp and everything, I'll start making the league again. For all those who are interested, please DM us at Royally Quacked on Instagram or even email me, because if you email everything, I'll have your email, so it'd be easier to send you the link. You can email us at royallyquacked@gmail.com. That's probably the best email to email everything to. And like I said, DM us on Instagram, and that way we can get everything started. So yeah, I would love to do that again, and hopefully someone can take the new lap of honor next year, not named Gary Spink. Hopefully it's Cody Spink. Yeah, because last year, because we were talking about this before. You and I also had a team together, so there to be another spot. Remember?
Yeah. Well, okay.
We had
so
the two people that really stopped playing.
Here's an idea. Just gonna throw it out there. We probably have what, 3 spots open in our league.
Yeah.
Now we
can always add more.
The thing is if there's a lot of people interested, we could create another other leagues so we can get more people involved. I don't want to make it where we have too many teams in one league.
Yeah.
Because then it so weakens the draft pool that it's, you're higher pick, you win.
Yeah.
So if we have a lot of people interested, what do we want to go 10 teams at the most in the one league, and then we'll create a new league if we have enough people that are interested. And then what we could have happen is honestly, since we've been going for what, 7 years now.
So, yeah.
In our league, And that would be the number one league. And then we could have like the next league. And then, we could have them moving up and down depending on how good you are.
So what you're saying is what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like the Premier, like English
sort
football.
of.
So we'll have the Premier League and then the Championship League.
We could do that if we have enough people that want to play. It's up to everybody that wants to play. And if not, if we get 3 of you, we get our league, we have 10 teams, we'll go and we'll play a season and see how it goes.
It's gonna turn into the Captain of Chaos Championship trophy.
Oh, so you're planning on being in the championship league, huh, Adam? Don't want to go against the old man, do you?
He cheats. I can't figure it out yet, but he cheats. I don't know how he does it.
I'm wise is what I am. I don't cheat. There's no cheating.
It's the old age. Got it.
I got to admit, though, for the first time ever this last season, I had the first pick. I really didn't like that.
I didn't like it all the years. I never get the first pick. I never get it.
Yeah, but I don't.
And then you still win. Shut up.
But I didn't like it.
No, Mom, we're not playing Clue. You cheat at Clue. Dad cheats at Fantasy. You cheat at Clue. We got to find a new game.
Yeah, mom, she wins almost. What did you win?
I think I won one, and then Mom's won all the rest.
I've never won at Clue. I don't think. Have I?
No.
I don't. All I know is I go, oh, here she goes. She's gonna win again.
And I was so mad one of the times because I literally had the answer. I had it. And then Mom was one turn in front of me. If she didn't get it right, I had it. I was mad.
So, did you see what Adam said? Oh, I remember the past leagues. Never a fair advantage for the rest of the league. Yeah, that's because you had to play against me.
All right. So
actually,
Cody, you get the last pick of the draft now.
Cody's pretty darn good though. And then we had Eric, who's been a guest on our podcast. Eric made it to the championship against me. It was a good.
I'm still trying to figure out how I played him the last week of the season and beat him by like 200 points. And then all of a sudden, boom, and then of course I didn't have Drysdale the last whole 2 weeks of for that the first round of fantasy. So, and of course he comes back. I didn't know he was gonna come back.
I'm reading Adam's comment.
So I was mad, and then Eric came back somehow. Like, how do you go from getting your butt whipped by 200 points to beating me? And I'm definitely putting this comment out there. A certified cheater like a certain hockey team.
Yeah, in Vegas. Is that pointed at me, Adam, or is that pointed at?
That's you. That's pointed at you. He doesn't talk crap on Mom. He likes Mom. She's a Ducks fan. He talks crap on you.
I know. It's okay.
So, wow, we really went off the rails. I like this.
Yeah, it's been a fun podcast, I got to tell you. And Adam, get a hold of Cody.
Yeah.
We want to talk to you about something. So we don't want to do it on the podcast. So just in case
I was planning on texting him.
Well, I just don't want to forget. So yeah. I'm letting him know so he can get in contact with you. I think it was his idea anyways. I do believe it was his idea.
Yeah, it was his idea.
So I'll give you all the credit for it if it all comes to fruition. So, but would love to see it happen. And we'll let you know if it happens next week or later.
I got
it might take some time before we can see if that all comes to play. So, But there may be some exciting things happening in the near future, just so you know. So you got to stay tuned. Sort of like the cliffhanger at the end of the season, so you come back next season.
I like how Vicky, or I still like how he spells mom's name right, and it's right here in the comments. He says, pointed at you, but a slight jab at Vicky. God, her name is right here in the comments. You can literally see her name. It's with an I, not a Y. But he says, I
Yeah,
still love you.
yeah. You want to really tick her off? Do the Y a few more times.
All right, Adam, if you want to say the ideas, put it in the comments right now. I'm curious. You said you have an idea. Oh, auto. Oh, yeah, autocorrect. Sure.
We want to know what the idea is,
I
Adam.
want to know what the idea is. I'm kind of curious now. All right. While we're waiting for Adam's thing, who do you think? Let's see. Let me pull up the thing. The rookie face-off. Who wins between the Ducks and Sharks? While we're waiting,
You know, we don't even know who's playing.
that's that makes it better.
Well, you know, if they're not playing the Kings, I hope the Ducks beat the Sharks.
Okay.
As long as they're not playing the Kings, I hope the Ducks beat the Sharks.
Okay, so I don't think McQueen's playing in this because he'll be starting college. So I don't think he'll be playing in this.
Yeah. So still one.
So,
Rather
but
see the Ducks.
we still got Seneca. We still got. I don't even know if Solberg could still play in it or not. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Ducks win, and I'm gonna say Sharks beat the Kings.
Or we're making predict. Well, you know, this is a ways away.
Yeah,
We don't have. We could wait to do all this when we know who's actually
true.
playing.
You're the ones that said I came up with an idea. Never a good thing.
Well, you know, there is always an exception to the rule, Adam, and I think this
Oh,
is
I get what he's saying. He's like, crap, I had an idea. I get it now. I thought you meant you had an idea, like to tell it. Okay, I get it now.
okay.
I get
Cody,
it now.
well, you did have an idea, Adam, whether you realize it or not. And Cody will talk with you privately about that.
Yeah. So,
and we're going to leave everybody else in suspense what that is.
Yeah. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
So, all right. Well, you have anything else to say before we get out of here?
I think we said enough.
Yeah, that's for sure.
This was a fun podcast. I had a good time.
One.
Yeah.
Except for the Ducks should have won. Just saying.
Oh,
and then here I forgot Adam did put this. We made a team of chemistry and not stats. I still think we had a more cohesive team.
Okay.
I agree with that though. Of course, you guys also have more history of your team.
Well, there was a distinct advantage we had as Kings fans with a lot more players to choose from.
No, Adam, I'll text you. Don't worry about it. I'll text you after this, and we'll talk.
Yeah, we don't want to do it online.
Yeah.
Or if he came on, we could talk to him about it after the episode closes.
Yeah. So, but let's wrap this up. But that's a wrap on this episode. Episode number 75, by the way. I can't believe we've been doing this for 75 episodes. That's crazy.
Yeah, year and a half, almost to the day.
Yeah. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe, download, and rate and review us on your favorite podcast platform, and subscribe to us on YouTube. It really helps a ton. If you want to watch all our content, you can watch on YouTube and Twitch. You can follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, X, Threads, Blue Sky. We're on Facebook, kind of. And don't forget to join our Discord, because that's where Kevin sent us that fantasy hockey league question. on there. There is a questions tab. If you have a question, just put it right there, and we'll put it on the podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and just make sure you go follow us, and make sure you also check out Elite Sports and Entertainment Network for all things sports as well. The link tree is in the show notes, so please go check it out. It'd be much appreciated. And until next time, let's go Ducks.
And go Kings go.
We'll see you next week.
A father and son, a bond so strong, talking hockey all day long. Royally Quacked, their podcast show, sharing stories, highs and lows. From the Kings to the Ducks.